literally abandoned you and Pablo to watch together. So sorry. So sorry. I don't know Centaur World, but I also don't watch things. Yes, pun, especially. Listen, maybe this is only Sin and I that feel this way, but I feel like Centaur World, some of the songs are so trans experience coded. I don't know. There's like, I want to put the song on, but literally I'll start crying, and we've had a completely tear-free stream today. But, like, it's really good. The music slaps. The second season is unfortunately, Netflix did the thing where they had an incredible first season of a show because they gave good creators money and time to do what they do best. And they shelled out money for some incredible Broadway and, you know, singer-songwriter, musician talent, right? And then in true Netflix fashion, they said, ooh, we don't have the same time or money for you for season 2. Like, we're going to need that really quick. Can you do that, like, now? And, you know, I think that, unfortunately, the story choices probably would have remained the same in some places that I didn't like. But I think that it would have been more fleshed out and felt a lot better if they didn't, you know, rush through, you know? Hey, quick question for you and the class. If someone says Orlando, Florida, what comes to mind? Literally, there are two things that come to mind. Disney, and then Orlando, I love you. Fucking Andrew Rannells singing that song from Book of Mormon. I'm so sorry. Sorry, that was a brilliant rendition. Okay, I'm glad. I'm sad I missed American Psycho. God, it was a time. Fuge, DM me. I'm literally 90 minutes from there. Yes, I was so uncomfortable because the movie was uncomfortable and I could not have a conversation with you. It was not because I didn't want to talk to you or didn't have anything to talk about with you. Not a landmark or animal, but which song? What song by Deadmau5? Oh, there's a song by Deadmau5? Called Orlando? I don't know it. The Outer Wilds 2, or Outer Worlds 2, didn't sell how they thought it would, and 3 has been canned? Oh no! I'm so sorry to hear that. I know a lot of people who liked Outer Worlds. I didn't realize that they had already had a 3 lined up. Didn't the second one, like, just come out this year? But I guess it stands to reason, right? If you have a popular franchise and you think that it's going to continue to be popular, you know, and then it doesn't, that's rough. But no, that is a bummer. Bummer, dude. You know. But yeah, I hate it when I think of Orlando, I can only think of stepping out of Disneyfied AC'd airport into what can be described as the inside of Satan's asshole pressure cooker weather in July. Ugh. Yeah. Yeah. The last time I was in Orlando was a wild confluence of events, I'll say. That is also correct, CC. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. But, you know, it's fine. All right, y'all. I'm moving my shit around my table. It's called City in Florida, yeah, which is Orlando, because Paco de Bongo wanted 50% of the revenue from his remix, so Deadmau5 just cut everything out and remade the song. I love that. Why the fuck would anyone live there on purpose? I know why people would live outside of that area, but literally the only people I ever knew who lived inside the Orlando area were either people who were Disney adults. I mean, technically, a lot of the people I knew who worked at the parks were also Disney adults. I knew a couple people who worked at the parks because that's where they ended up after theater school. for a while, but most of those folks that I knew who worked there and were not Disney adults have aged out of being able to work in Disney parks because they do not want you after a certain age to be doing live shows there at the park. Loads of places in Florida. Hot, but totally doable. Orlando isn't one of them. Yeah, for sure. Contact's doing a poster for a band that's playing a show there. Interesting. Proximity to Disney, but there's a lot of UCF and business. There's a lot of big ag in Florida, is there? Yeah, I mean, I was there for business. Lots of that going on there. But why? Yeah, I understand. I think that in terms of like when I, as somebody who is not from Florida, thinks about imagery, oranges, alligators, um, what else? Like Everglades, like swamp, like mangrove. Um, obviously, like, and I'm trying to stay away from like the House of Mouse here. Um, beaches, you know. That's pretty much maybe some like, a little bit of Art Nouveau, like, type, architecture, like in, whatchamacallit, Miami, but not a whole lot, honestly. I hate Orlando, and I've lived a day trip from there my whole life. Yeah, no, I don't blame you. I actually have driven from there to your city before, Cam. I do adore Miami, not gonna lie. It's just because of the hot people, right, Cece, and the food. Miami's interesting if you're attractive.